Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Let me do the quick disclaimer. This broadcast is for demonstration and educational purposes only. If you're not familiar with the risks associated with trading, man, you better ask somebody. You could lose your entire trading account. Please familiarize yourself with the risks of trading the financial instruments. You may want to consult with a licensed financial advisor, and I am not a financial advisor. All right. Let's get ready to rumble. Made it into Friday. Today is Friday, April 4th. If you're with us, that's the good news. Hallelujah. Still in the game. Let's take a look at the Forex Factory. We don't want any unpleasant surprises. We got a big news day, unfortunately. Um, this morning at 8:30, man, there was a big pop-off with these red folder news reports in both Canada and the United States. The average hourly earnings month over month, non-farm employment change, unemployment rate, and then these have already passed. But coming up at 11:25, beware, Mr. Powell, the Fed chairman, is going to be speaking at 11:25 a.m. Eastern. Historically, when Powell is going to speak, there's nobody knows what he's going to say. So the market is a little ranging and difficult to trade. And on top of that, it's a Friday. So we're going to let things come to us. We're not going to force the issue. And if we get a good opportunity, we're going to jump on it. But beware. Powell speaking at 11:25. We had some big red folder reports come out. Let's see what they were. Um, let's see, the U.S. employment situation. Employment rose by 228,000 in March. Really great report there. Unemployment rate of 4.2%. Average hourly earnings were up, so a rosy picture on the U.S. employment situation. China's imposing a tit for tat tariff on the U.S. 34%. And I think we saw that play out pre-market. I always like to look at the overall trading environment that we're getting ourselves into. So I'll take my 20U and squeeze it and see what happened through the overnight session. This is only to 8:30. It's very volatile. There's a lot of data here. This is only to 6:30 this morning. Might have to go to a 1 hour chart. Okay, there's a big move down. When China announced that tit for tat tariff, I see that the market took a big sell off. We did get a bit of a retracement with that positive news report, I see. And now it's headed back down. So a lot of volatility, that's for sure. If today's your first day joining us, I'm going to be showcasing the automated trading bots here at Right Line Trading. We've got two systems, the AI Auto Trader and the iBots, that we're going to be showcasing today. We've got a diversified portfolio of strategies. We're primarily trading the futures index equities, the NASDAQ and the E-mini. We do have a one-day passive prop trading template that's trading the Dow. And we've diversified into crude oil and gold. My gold is taking a beating. Through the overnight session, we've let the bots run. This way we can, when we get to the New York Open, we have what we refer to as our leaderboard, which carries some weight in the decision-making process as to which bots we should trade in our live accounts today. You can see my ES30 range and my ES8U are at the top of my leaderboard, along with the NASDAQ 20 Unirenko. Along with the NASDAQ 20. The NASDAQ 20 Unirenko is a big bar. It's not like a 30 range bar that can get caught up in whipsaw or an 8 Unirenko. 20 Unirenko doesn't get faked out often. In a volatile market, it's because it doesn't get faked out, it does pretty well. Good morning, David. Good morning, Duke, Carol, Jorge, Judy, Carol, Rao, Unk, Edward, Dr. Hanson. Good morning. Thanks for joining me today. Let's see if we could close out the week with a green day. 4 for 4 going into Friday. And I was watching the strategy that we normally trade, and I was getting a little nervous, not only because it didn't do well pre-market, but I just didn't see it taking any trades. It hasn't taken a trade for a long time. Since 9 o'clock. Our P&L target got reached here. And since it is Friday, we're going to do a little review, see which bots are performing the best. I met with one of our new members, Scholastic, yesterday, and she put the ES8U on her live account, and in the last hour the market opened, ran up $1,000 profit. First trade, first day trading the system. That ES8U's had a heck of a week. We're getting really nice movement here. Man, this was my trade right here. I just don't see it entering is what's getting me nervous. I don't have lag. I might have to pivot to my Sim 101 if I don't see any trades happening here. Let me go and reset it. I thought I had reset it this morning. That's the velocity bot. Here's the drone. Let's reset this. And if today's your first day joining us, what we do, we call our morning trade the power play. And what we do is we wait for an alignment of our 30 range and our 20 Unirenko. For a short trade, we want price to be below the 50 on both time frames. A multi-time frame alignment of trend on our 20 Unirenko and our 30 range chart. Once we get it, after 932, we enable what we call a trade copier, which is a tool that we can, with very little effort, we could copy from our SIM account that's trading in the bot. We can copy it through our Apex accounts with the click of a mouse. We time when we enable it to when they're both lined up market structure-wise for either a short or a long trade. Short trade, both charts have to be below the 50. Long trade, both charts have to be above the 50 for a long trade, so they have to be in agreement. I'd feel a lot better if this bot took a trade. Your smart velocity drone is taking trades? Oh, that's not a good, it's not a positive message there. It's on the NASDAQ, 30 range. Hmm. Thank you for that information. Let me see if my Sim 101 is taking. Don't know why this one's not. Oh, it just took one. Okay, I feel better now. Okay, I feel better now. Okay, great. We do have the alignment here, 929, and came very close to the window. Now we got some selling pressure still. Oh, look at gold. Even though gold is taking a beating, I want to keep an eye on it because it's going to potentially get into some really monster trades. Okay, the market just opened. Let's give it a few moments here. We're going to wait till 9:32. Oh, we got a big pop to the upside. Bounce off of resistance. Let's see if we get a break. If we get the break, it's going to pop in long. Looking for a direction. Let's sidestep this static. Let it settle down. Watch the break. All right, we're going to either bounce off that resistance or we're going to break it. I think it's going to, yep, it popped right on through. Mm-mm-mm. Get ready for a long trade here. Nope. It's just not trading is what's making me nervous. Let me bring my lag up. Yeah, I'm getting 41 seconds of lag. That's what it is. Okay. Hmm. See if I can get that number down. Mm. Going to disable some of my strategies here and try to get a trade in. This is right when I like to take it. 25 seconds. Just a tremendous amount of volume contracts being traded right now. Let me see, make sure the one that I want is still enabled. Yes, it is. Down to 14 seconds, 13. It's catching up. 6 seconds, 4 seconds, 1 second. All right, let's see if we can get a trade. Short? No. All right, I'm going to enable it now. Try to catch a short. Come on down. Come on down. Get in my window. Come on down. Come on down. Good selling pressure. It's in my window. All right. I got a short and a couple $100 on that trade there. Market is treacherous. I'm going to take off my PA accounts. I'm happy with it. Would have liked to see a full winner, obviously, but it was a little treacherous this morning. Let me get my PA accounts off. Wow, there's just a tremendous amount of volatility here. So we don't have an agreement yet. Now we do. So if we were going to go, we would go now. A lot of volatility. Here we go. We're in on the evals. Get in a window. In the window and done. All right, that's 2 for 2. So I just timed out the when I enable the copier. Bam, hit another one. But we're going to call it a day right there. Bam, again in the profit window. Nice, Raphael. That a way to do it. Got 600 yesterday, 500 today. You found your rhythm, my friend. Bingo. All right, we're going to enable the iBots here. I disabled a lot of strategies so I can get these trades off on that velocity. There's just a tremendous amount of volatility, which always means that there's an additional amount of risk on these trades. Thanks and bye. So long, Raphael. Have a nice weekend. So you can see the Apex accounts. We went 5 for 5 this week. 5 for 5. Just under, we were supposed to get 250 or 500, and it was just so volatile. I got slippage, 6 ticks of slippage on the exit. So that's why it's 190. But it's 190 across 3 PA accounts and anywhere between 425 and 515 across 5 evals. So a total of $3,000 in profits just trading the first few minutes of the market. In really volatile conditions, we made it work. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to re-enable. My ES is getting a lot of lag right now. The IBOT 24U is in short. The IBOT NQ16U, which I'm going to go over, is having a huge week. That's on the MNQ. I know it was fast this morning. I'm really sorry. It's just the market conditions are crazy this morning. See you Monday, Raphael. Rao got it through 750. Good morning, Gambit. Here's a trade without the alignment. We got the 20U below the 50, the 30 range above the 50, and it's still scored. All right, let's get these cranked up. Let me see this. ES got me a little nervous. Wow, it is a volatile day. Very risky today. Let me try to get my iBots in the game. Oh, they are in the game. Oh, the iBots are off and running. The 20U, 24U, 16U. Let's say right on the leaderboard. Gold is through the roof. iBot 16U, 20U, all in trades. You can see my open positions down here. And I'll try and show as many as I can on the charts. Little information on those iBots. The iBots, I like to refer to those as having the quickest trigger in the South. Clint Eastwood was the gunslinger with the quickest draw. Well, the iBot has a lightning fast trigger. Why? Because we're streaming data. Very interesting. We're streaming data directly off of the stock market through a kinetic data feed, a professional grade data feed that's streaming those internals. Looking for a disparity of uptick versus downtick. It's kind of become a catchphrase of, well, we like to trade in the direction of institutional money. Well, I'm sure you do, but how do you do it? Well, the way we do it with this iBot is we stream the market internals right off the cash market. It's not even looking at the futures. It's looking right off the cash market on the stock market of an imbalance of buying or selling. And that's institutional money. So right now you can see all the iBots are in short. So they're picking up that there's a sell-off going on right now, and they're trying to capitalize on it. Hey, Jorge. Do you have anything for the MYM? Yeah, sure. I have some MYM settings. I can send those to you. Absolutely. The micro? Okay. Any trades today, Carol? Hey, good morning, David. Good to see you. No, you don't have to really leave them on all night, David, because remember they're only streaming when the stock market's open. So they're a little different than the bot and the drone with the AI system. You only really need to run those. We start them at 9:35. In the parameters, getting some lag here. Today is a just an extraordinary amount of data. I was lucky to get through this session alive, I'll tell you. Now that I'm seeing this environment that we're in, whew, it's brutal. I'm froze up. Okay, bear with me for just a moment. I'm just going to restart. Okay, let me wait a few seconds here and see if it'll come back. My Ninja froze on me. Goodbye, Ninja. We'll see you in a few minutes. All right, let me restart this. I've got a review I want to go over. And today at 1 o'clock, while I'm restarting my Ninja, I wanted to mention that we're going to do a live presentation and kind of go into the under the hood of the AI and the iBot. Well, that's a new error message. Ninja always has surprises for you. Look at this one. Unable to recover the custom assembly. And I wanted to give you an update on right line funding. Let me get this Ninja back up and running. Big day today. Nice, Carol. Great. Congratulations. Yeah, so David, let me finish. I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. The iBots out of the box will begin trading at 9:35 and go right to the market close. System's up 2,200. Wow. The nugget. Yes. The scalper nugget and retirement plan. Great job, bro. It does that sometimes, Carol. That's a pretty big difference, though. But listen, we we took those trades. It was extremely volatile, extremely, and I think that that's why. I mean, I got 6 ticks of slippage on my exit, which is an enormous amount of slippage. Because once you're in your profit window, you either make you either make 250 or 500. And it came back and got my stop And instead of making 250, I made 190. Let me get my rhythmic connected. Yeah, what I would do, Carol, is if you want to get your ES8U working and you have lag on them, I would first make sure you're not in any open positions on the ES, and then just disable all your ES strategies and let the lag come down. The market's just flying right now. I see my volume on my E-mini. It's just crazy. Enormous amount of volume. Even with no, look at this, with absolutely no, well, it's still loading. Let's give it a minute. Imagine after Jerome Powell speaks. I'm hoping he whispers in the market's ear and doesn't say anything crazy. I'm afraid to look at my 401k. I haven't looked at it in 2 weeks. I can't bring it. I can't bring myself to do it. But listen, we saw something similar during COVID. I was scared to death during COVID looking at my account, and it came all the way back, and it did far better than I ever expected. So these markets definitely run in cycles. My NQ is not showing yet. It's still calculating. There we go. Okay. Now, with nothing enabled, Carol, all the strategies are disabled. Your lag should come all the way back down to green. You got it, doctor. Powell's at 11:25 a.m. Eastern. Let me just double check that. Yeah, 11:25 a.m. That time stuck with me. I'm going to put the link in now for today's webinar at 1, and I'm going to let's do 10 at a time. I like to do 10 at a time. Let's enable 10 bots. Instead of giving it one huge jolt all together at once. Let's see if we can get them all enabled. I think the market's kind of settling down now to some degree. Very choppy. Very choppy. It's a miracle we got out of this with a profit, Carol. Um, we got some slippage on the exit, yes, but it could have been a catastrophe. A lot of risk today. While I'm doing this, I'm going to go ahead and put the link in. Today at 1 o'clock, that's Eastern Time. Come join me. We always have a little bit of fun on a Friday. And we've got a win streak to be proud of. Today at 1 p.m. Here's the link. Let me just put YouTube at the end of it. Give me just a moment. There you go. Today at 1 p.m. Eastern. Um, if you can't make it live, like Dr. Hansen said he couldn't make it, that's okay. If you register, you automatically, we have an automated system. It automatically sends you the replay. Our NQ's lagging by 4 seconds. There we go. We want this on our lagometer here. We want to be in that green. That green is it's going to fire trades. There goes the ES for you on the iBot. Took a beautiful trade. I enabled it kind of at a bad time. It would have got in when you see these orange red triangles. It would have got in much earlier. Let's try to get these iBots in. That'll give it a little jolt. Ooh. Okay, here we go. RJ, if you're with us today, um, man, your bot on my computer had a great week. RJ is a member of our community, really a very intelligent guy. Him and Stephen Aldridge both. Come on. Boy, look at this volatility. Can you believe this? Man almighty. Mm. That last group of them. Good question, Jim. Thank you for asking that. Let me ask Sergio while we're on this stream. He's been working on it all week. And, you know, the reason why, what the delay is, let me tell you, explain what's going on. I wanted to give you an update on the right line funding. You probably know some good news and some bad news. The bad news is obviously it's not opened yet. The good news is we are in a communication with Ninja Trader. I don't the timing of this, you know, it's if it's not one thing, it's the other, right? You probably know. If you don't, I'll let you know. I'll tell you now that Ninja Trader was recently acquired by Kraken, a crypto platform. for over $1 billion. Wow, who knew Ninja was worth that kind of money? Over $1 billion. So Kraken now owns Ninja, and with the new management, with the new ownership, we're actually right now in communication with them to establish a path forward. They're going to do things a little differently than they've been doing. We are part of Ninja's ecosystem, which puts us to the top of the queue. And we're in negotiations and communications right now with Ninja Trader to get this going as quickly as possible. So that's been the delay. It's been the acquisition of Ninja Trader by Kraken with a new ownership team. We were wondering why we couldn't get the connection going, right? Uh, that's what it was. So let's find out from Sergio about this software hack. I was speaking to David Wise, and man, he had some monster puts on Nike and SRPT. Entered on March 28th, exited on 4-1, and got 100% profit just about on both positions. Okay, NASDAQ, the lag is coming down. Let me get with Sergio right now. I want to give you an answer on that, Jim. I really want you to have it. I love it. I'm just in heaven with this strategy. So we are looking at using a couple of alternative platforms. I want to mention there are some other options besides Ninja, but obviously Ninja's our number one, and we are pursuing it. Okay, Sergio's answering right now. So Jim W. Mine did too, Judy. I had to restart everything. Just an extreme amount of data today. He's not done with it yet, Jim. He's working on it. It's with Rhythmic. I know it would be very helpful. I'm really sorry, Jim. We're going to have it as soon as possible. Speaking about that hack, oh, when I restarted, look what happened. I restarted my Ninja and I lost all of the tabs that I had. Oh no, here they are. Darn. Okay. I think we're back in business. So let's get back situated. My AIES8U is actually in a trade right now. So is my ES4U. Boy, that's a beautiful entry on the 4U. Here's the iBot NQ20U. My Volkswagen. I was going to show you the Volkswagen. Yeah, I know. I know, Mr. K-Man. Wow. Awesome, Carol. Great. We were just discussing that yesterday. I'm so happy to hear that. Listen, those are data-driven decisions. I met with Carol yesterday, and we saw the ES8U's just been crushing it all week. It's no secret. It's been doing it for a little while now. Um, all the work I did this morning, I went and found all the best bots for this week. But when I restarted my Ninja, it seems I lost it. But I will have it for today's webinar. But let's take a look at the ES8U. This is from, let's do this week. Carol, way to go. Yes. Dr. Wild. Oh, the Haymaker's in. One of my favorite bots. Oh, it's out now. Ooh, it's down big. With this volatility, a lot of risk. The ES8U scalper is in on my computer as well. But here we go. Here's the data. My ES8U is up about 2,500 this week. 2,500 on the drone. Let's go to the PA accounts this week. This week, near perfection. The PA accounts this week, across 3 accounts, we're up $5,339. Our drawdown is $95. That's an 89% win rate. Let's go back. 24th. We had the losing week last week. Last week was our one losing week. If we look at the equity curve on it, go all the way back to February. Let's see where we're at. Here it is, 21,490. See, we had one bad week. Oh, look at those. Man, we're in some beautiful trades. But we're up about $21,500 since February 1st. Two of them are, to give you an idea, boy, that's a nice entry on the Haymaker. Coming down. Ooh, look at these entries. The VW in big. I bought ES20 range. I bought NQ16U. All short. So two of them are $150,000 accounts. You need to make it to 159. I'm at 157.9. $1,100 away here. $1,200 away on this one. This is a 300,000 PA. I need to bring that one to 320. Oh, I don't think gold is doing anything on my computer today. Go to our leaderboard. This is what the leaderboard looks like today. These are the ones that come across the top of our radar. The iBots are all scoring big on those big short moves. All those big Unorenko bars, the 16, 20, and 24U, are capitalizing on this sell-off. That SIM VW, that's the one I highlighted yesterday that I shared with our community. That's a ES30 range strategy. It's in our collaboration channel. On the iBot? Yeah, what I would do is look at the go back on your performance for this week. I use both of those. I look at my leaderboard. If it's an iBot and I don't have a leaderboard, then what I do is I go to my trade performance and I put in this week a very short look back. And I'll look through each one of my iBots to see which one is doing the best for the week, and I'll let that dictate which one I feel the best about putting in a live account. So if we run through the iBots, the iBot ES20 range is up 5,500. The iBot ES30 range is down 792. The iBot ES4U is up 2,700 for the week. The iBot NQ16U is up $8,000 for the week on my computer. That's this strategy. The 20U is in huge right now. I believe my 16U is the same trade. It is. It's up $3,000 right now. If I hit generate, it'll go even higher because it just hit a winner. It's up 8,600. iBot 16U. iBot 1 minute down 2,400. iBot 20U down $6,000. 24U's up $20,000. The 30 range is up 15,000. Now, a couple of these, I think these two strategies, I got to be honest, during the week, a position got loose. So I can't really be 100% on these two. But the others are accurate. So going off of what I've seen, Bill, I really like the 16U. It's up $8,000. That would give me a good indication. The ES4U's up 2, 30 range. The 20 range on the E-mini's crushing it. So I like the 20 range on the E-mini, and I like the 16U. I'm not saying 20 or 24U, the 24U, because I think this isn't accurate, and I don't want to give you bad information. The sniper. I was looking at the sniper, had a big week. The sniper drone up $5,000. That's trading one contract. That sniper loves the market open. I was looking at it yesterday. That's our 20U on the NASDAQ. Rouse, send me an email to support@rightlinetrading.com and I'll get it taken care of for you. I'll get with Mark today. Please send me an email to support@rightlinetrading.com. NQ-20U sniper drone. I always like to say, well, it made 5,000. That's good information. But when did it do it? When? What time is the best time? So I go to my half hour of the day, look at the entry times, and I see here, lo and behold, at 9:30, my chances of winning go increase significantly. So I would love to trade this bot as long as it continues to do this at 9:30 to 10 every morning. It's crushing it. It's up 4,300 this week alone. That's the mind blower. This week alone. So all this volatility with these Trump tariffs, the NQ20U has really done well. The ES8U is, man, I'm telling you, I've shared a lot of screens this week. And I think it's safe to say that a lot of our members are doing extremely well on the ES8U. Which other ones did I recognize? Really surprised I lost that work I had done this morning. Hmm. So looking at the leaderboard, you could see the best bots of the day. I don't want to be misleading. Are all the bots winning? No. If I scroll to the bottom, it shows the losing bots. These bots are the ones that we're kind of staying away from. These are the ones, Bill, that we definitely aren't going to trade. We're going to focus on the ones that are doing well. The Sim VW, I mentioned that one to you the other day, and I know it had one losing day of about $300 this week, but look at this thing go today. Let's look at the week. The Sim VW. Look at my time analysis for this week on this bot from 10 a.m. And you could rewind the tape. I think we did this on Tuesday or Wednesday. I was mentioning this Sim VW, and look what it did this week. $7,500 trading one contract. Trading one contract, 7,500. That's a 30 range ES. It's up, excuse me, I just hit generate. It's actually up $8,300. And I've shared that template with our members in the Discord chat. So it's not like it's only me who has access to this and I haven't shared it. Anything that's doing well, we always share with our community, period. Man, the iBot 16U and 20U are crushing it. So that, Bill, this would really be, the way to go today on the iBots. These 16, 20, 24Us are all crushing it with these short moves. All right, Microsoft, Mr. K-Man. My experience with Microsoft with anything is complications. They've got like 3 layers of authenticators and too many things can go wrong. Too much aggravation. Oh, what an entry. 16 U's right back in short. On our 20U, it's in agreement. This one could get some legs and go. Wow, Dr. Hansen. Holy moly. Oh my God, that's got to be a world record. Holy moly. Dr. Hansen, $618 on the micros on that BC scalper, the 8U BC scalper. Congratulations. That's a great day. Way to go on a Friday. Right back in long on the 16U. See if we can catch one. Gold is just getting beat up today. Let me use this space for the control center. Look at this on this account. This Sim 101, that's the velocity filter, the velocity stop with no velocity filter. Let me see if that's accurate. No, it looks like this trade got away from me. That's not accurate. Got a first target and then a stop out. Well, it's interesting to see this. This is the time analysis of the ES8U. You can see here between 9:30 right up until 4 o'clock, it really doesn't have a losing window. These little tiny ones here, but right through the entire session, starting at 9:30, the whole New York Stock Exchange open, that 8U has done extremely well. Pre-market, it pulls in a lot of losers. 6 a.m. is a big window, good time during the London Open, the London session. Good morning, Marcia. Man, I get so happy when I see you here. Marcia, so nice to see you. Thanks for joining us today, Marcia. Wishing you many blessings and a great weekend. The Mack truck. Look at the Mack truck. The bot, which is self-optimizing from the data that it's collecting from the drone. The drone is almost break even. It's down 1,000. And the bot is only trading the market open at 9:30 a.m. and at 2:30 a.m. All that other time in between, it's not taking trades. So the bot, and I always mention this to anybody I get to spend time with on the phone who has questions. The bot is perfect if you're somebody that wants to set it and forget it. If you're going to be right in front of the computer and you want to trade and you want it to take trades now because you're in front of it, then the drone is the way to go. Because I can only trade on YouTube between 9:30 and 10:45, I always use the drones. But if I wasn't right in front of my screen babysitting, I would definitely, without a doubt, choose the bots. Unless the drone is just crushing it and the numbers support it, the data supports it. But the bots are always going to be a lot more efficient, especially on the NASDAQ. The sniper, the 20U sniper, the bot is up 944. Very nice. Very low drawdown. Very efficient. .63% win rate. Our average winner is slightly higher than our average loser. Really nice win rate at 63%. The drone, on the other hand, that's trading like we like to call it a drunken sailor. It trades 23 hours a day with static inputs. The drone does. Did extremely well. So this would be one of those rare circumstances. And I always look at the time analysis on this. And I make myself familiar with when it does the best. And it does extremely well, starting at 8:30, right to 10 o'clock. That sniper drone had a huge week. Yeah, we're still in this E-mini trade. We're trying to break through this support. Wow, look at this P&L on the evals. That's amazing. That is amazing. On the evals this week, this is one, two, three, four, five evals. $9,000. That's using our power play trade. We went 5 for 5 again this week. Those my members that have been here with us for several months can tell you this is a strategy that wins 80% of the time, and it puts up numbers that look like these. In my wildest dreams, did I ever think I could do something like that? We went through the iBots, the PA accounts. Here's another BC scalper. My goodness, my gold. Gold overall, it's not a great strategy, but there's certain windows, certain times of the day that, man, it just catches monsters. This week for me, it was between 9:30 and 10:30. You could see my time analysis on gold. This is gold. At 9:30, it made 4,200 this week, and between 10 and 10:30, it made 6,700. Yes, sir, doctor. VW, looking real nice. Let's take a quick look. There's the VW. Now, the VW plays a profit window. That's one of the differences. It's really a copycat. I can't take credit for it. This is Robert's strategy with a profit window. So if that profit target, if we get within 25 ticks of it, my stop is going to come flying down. Because when I see a trade like this, I instantly have anxiety. I see my stop out in right field and I see my profit up at $1,000. It literally, it makes me my stomach turn. Oof, man, is that a costly pullback there? Might need to make that profit window even bigger, huh? Looking at that. Yeah, the VW is looking good. So another great week. Another great week trading these bots. We're still within our window here. This entry on gold between 9:30 and 10:30. This week gold has done very. Here we go. We're getting a roll, another roll on the E-mini, and a continuation down. It's just the ebb and flow of the market. The strategy, the spirit of Robert's strategy on the E-mini is to give it room. That's why it's been so successful. So I think by me squeezing the stops is part of my sickness. It only interferes with the ebb and flow of the market, what it does naturally. It's not going to be a straight shot to our profit target. Unfortunately, it likes to give us. My chart stopped. Hasn't done this in a long time. Here we go. Let's see if we get in the profit window. Man, would I feel better. Bouncing off support. Push down through there. Gold long. Come on, get in the profit window. There it goes. Okay, you see it? Now the E-mini went right in my profit window. So now I can't give back more than I have the potential to make. I feel a lot better. I can breathe again. Now it stopped out, but it's up 2,600. And it's making a huge retracement. So I usually go to about 10:30, 10:45. Right behind me is going to be David Wise. David Wise is a professional options trader. ES8U scalpers up 31.87. Wow. No wonder Carol's over there jumping for joy. Excellent. Great job, Carol. Wow. What a strategy today. Let's take a look at the entries that took. That's number one on our leaderboard. Was that ES8U scalper. Took some short entries here. Reached our profit limit right there. Took a nice long entry. Got a first target. Took a nice long here. Right into the VWAP. Took a target. First target. Got a short. First target. So it was scoring long and short today. Got a long entry here. First target. Stopped out on the second. Took a short. Man, that was really trading nicely. All right, so that ended up on the top of our leaderboard today was that ES8U. Let's go over the best bots today. The ES8U took the prize on a Friday. Very volatile Friday. The iBot NQ24U, 3 grand, not too shabby. iBot NQ16U, 3 grand, not too shabby. The VW, the AI 30 range, 2625. We were talking about that bot. The ES30 star, man, that one's crushed it this week too. Holy moly. Let's go take a look at that one. Here's the week. Let's go to the summary. Well, about 1700. You say, oh, 1700, like it's not that great, but that's pretty good for the whole week. NQ20U, just under 2 grand. After commission, 1769. So those 16, 20, and 24U, Bill, do really well, especially in a market like this where there's a direction, a trend. ES30 range up 1,000. After commissions 906. The NQ sniper. The sniper loves the market open. 9:30 a.m. Trade the sniper. You'd be happy you did it. Made $4,000 this week between 9:30 and 10. Loves the market open. The 20U sniper. The Apex accounts we piggybacked. We did the power play. The power play. Woo, woo, woo. Man, we're on a win streak. 5 for 5. 5 for 5. Feels good. We got to listen. We got to take our victories. The iBot 1 minute up 490. Not too shabby. All right, there you have it. That was the leaderboard today. A great week between the evals and the PA accounts. Let's do a grand total for the week. And this is a repeatable strategy that we've been doing since February 1st every day. And I know some of you have been here watching it. But let's put in all the evals. Let's put in the PAs. And this week, we were able to make $14,380 with very small drawdown. We could have traded a $50,000 account easily. Easily. Excuse me for 1 sec. Okay, sorry about that. So $14,000 across all the evals and PAs in 1 week. And that's doing that power play. Next week we'll have it automated. Thank you, Dr. Hanson. There probably is a subtle difference, Ronald. I'd have to go through my parameters. When Robert, shared that ES30 range with us, we made a few variations. We tweaked. Yeah, great job. Thank you, Duke. Dr. Hanson, man, you did better than me today making that kind of money on those micros. Great job. Thank you, Marcy. I appreciate that. But what we did was we made subtle differences between the Roberts and with trade management mostly. So I want to say the difference is probably in trade management, but I'm not 100% sure what the difference is here. But it's one little thing, I'm sure. Look at the IBOT 24U. Last trade of the day. Oh, we can't see it. My um, my Nasdaq chart froze, so I can't show you that 24U trade. But that's it. I want to wish everybody, if you would, and I always mention this, if you would please like my video here on YouTube. I want to continue coming live every morning, and it's kind of our payment for us. It gives us some traction here on the social media. They have an algorithm where if you put comments in and you like the videos, it gives us traction. So please, 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 I want to continue doing this every morning with you. Please like my video. And I hope everybody has a really blessed rest of the day and weekend. I hope you're able to share quality time with the people you care about the most. My wife is an RN, and she always tells me our time is limited. Our health is number one. So I hope you're able to spend some quality time with those you care about the most. God bless you, everybody. Have a terrific weekend too, Dr. Hanson. Thank you. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Dr. Jeff. Have a great weekend, Dukester. Marcia. Rao, everyone's waiting for your book. We want to know how you're doing this, Rao. 500 to $5,000 per day journey. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Rao. Yeah, we've come a long way. We really have, and you've witnessed it from the very beginning. Please send me an email to support@rightlinetrading.com. Don't forget, today at 1 o'clock, I'm going to put that link in one more time. Today at 1 o'clock, come join me. We're going to have some fun. It's Friday. I got to go run and pick up my daughter. She gets out early today at 12 o'clock. And then at 1, we're going to do a live presentation. David Wise is coming up right behind me with the SPY Super System. There's the registration link. All right. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks again for joining me. We'll see you next week.